yeah, Norm, he's cool. He's cool. You can give it to him. I said, no, if he doesn't have ID to match it, he's not going to get it. Followed me for blocks and blocks. I said, listen, hammer guy, you're not getting it. Unless you got him pack ID that says VJ Singh with that address, you're not getting it. Turns out it was a credit card with a $50,000 limit that somehow they frauded with VJ Singh's name on it.
The facts, dates, and events presented in this video are from the member's best recollection and may not be fully accurate. This video is intended for entertainment purposes only. Always consult with your local union about your rights and duties at your workplace. The opinions shared on this video are our own and do not necessarily represent my employer's positions, strategies, or opinions. All views shared are protected under the National Labor Relations Act.
What is going on, everybody? So today I have Greg Kerwood out of Local 25 in Boston and Norm, business agent out of Local 623 in Philadelphia. And we're going to change it up a bit. You know, we beat on management a lot. Now we got to beat on the public. Well, not necessarily. We're going to beat on scammers because we've all worked here for a long time, and we're going to share our scam stories. And if you have a scam story, leave it in the comments down below. But Greg, I want to hear your scam story first.
We had a rash of these where people would order iPhones to a series of addresses, like on a block or in a neighborhood, and hoping that the driver would release them, and then they would send someone out to sweep them up. But in addition to that, they also had people out there who would come up to your truck right in front of the house, seemingly out of nowhere, and say, "Oh, do you have my package?" And they would show you either an ID on their phone, or they would not have the ID of the person on the box and claim it was a friend or a relative or whatever, and try to get you to give it to them. We had that happen several times in multiple neighborhoods. And, you know, obviously iPhones are worth a pile of money. So it was a little hairy for some of our drivers who choose to driver release things, perhaps when they shouldn't.
Yeah, and honestly, that's a good way to get fired. I hate to say it, because once loss prevention gets involved, it's a different game. And they do their investigation, and they don't really report to your city manager. They have a different boss they have to report to. It kind of gets out there, more or less. And I'm sure all of us have been in loss prevention's office, and I guess, you know, let's add a little bit of education into this. So Norm, you know, when we're dealing with loss prevention, and let's say they have to get involved in stuff like this, what is it like for a member to be walked into loss prevention and having, like, how does the interview process usually go?
It's like you're talking to the police. 9 times out of 10, they already know the answers to what they're asking, so they want to see what you're going to say. See and also what gaps you can fill in. So it's always best to be honest. Don't think that you're going to protect someone, or I'm looking out because this is a good customer. Lay it all on the table, because if they brought you in, they got you, or they got something, or they know. But if you're honest and you didn't do anything, you have no reason to lie anyway. It's, once again, it's like talking to the police. Just tell them what they need to know. Protect your job.
100%. And it's funny because Greg was talking about this iPhone story, and I've had 2 of my friends get scammed out of iPhones. Somebody randomly shows up. They say, "Hey, you got a package for John Smith for this address." You look it up. "Yeah, I have your package. Can I see your ID?" And then they instantly pull out their phone, which has a picture of their ID, which is also very weird. And oddly enough, this happened to me last month. I had somebody randomly show up behind me. He's like running me down. "I'm late for work. I need my iPhone." "Okay, can I see your ID?" And he pulls up an ID on his phone. I said, "Sorry, that's not good. I need to have a physical ID." He's like, "No, I don't have one." And I was like, "Well, I can't give you your box." Later on the day, delivered to the stop, it was a totally different person at the front door. So this is a scam that's been going on for a few years now, and I just want people to be aware of it. And it seems to be happening quite a bit. And I guess, you know, in Boston it happens. Norm, have you seen this happen in Philly at all?
Yeah, I got a couple stories from when I was driving. We all know the golfer VJ Singh, right? So I was on a route one day, and I'm delivering to this apartment building. I've been on the same route for 10 plus years. So you pretty much know everybody in every building. And I'm delivering, I'm going through the letters. I have the keys to get into all the buildings, the mailboxes, apartments, and such. And so I'm seeing VJ Singh. And I can't, the name is just not clicking with me. VJ Singh, VJ Singh. I said, no, VJ Singh lives here. I deliver everyone else. I take that letter back to my truck. It's a next day or envelope, and you can tell it's a credit card or gift card or something inside. So I pull off, I get 2 blocks down the street, and this guy is chasing me down. Hey, you have my letter. You have my letter. You know, I got to, once again, he's in a rush. I got a plane to go catch. This is about 5:30 in the afternoon, and it's peak season. So, you know, that's why I still had a next day air, no air commits. I said, okay, you show me ID, you can have it. He pulls out his ID. ID didn't match the address, and you know it didn't match the package that said VJ Singh. So I said, no, you can't have it. Okay, he got into it. He wanted to argue. I just kept moving. He called me everything but a child of God. And then come to find out it was another driver, but he doesn't work for the company anymore because he was stealing. He called the driver. Yeah, Norm, he's cool. You can give it to him. I said, no, if he doesn't have ID to match it, he's not going to get it. Followed me for blocks and blocks. I said, listen, him, guy, you're not getting it. Unless you got him pack ID that says VJ Singh with that address, you're not getting it. Turns out it was a credit card with a $50,000 limit that somehow they frauded with VJ Singh's name on it.
Years and years ago, I used to deliver to the housing projects, and out of the blue, this one apartment started getting piles and just random stuff, piles of packages for Judy something or other. I forget the name, but the people that answered the door was like, "Oh yeah, that's Judy. She sends her stuff here." So they signed for the packages, no problem. And then about a week later, this enormous stack of follow-ups came in all at once. Loss prevention pulled me aside, you know, so what's the story with this? I said, I don't know. They said they knew her and they signed for the packages. What else do you want me to do about it? And they went out there, and the people just completely said, we never heard of this person. We know anything about it. We never got any of these packages. You know, this is news to us. Why are you knocking on our door? And so that was the first one. Fortunately, again, I got a signature, so it didn't come back on me.
That's just one incident. I got a bunch of them. There was a woman on my route. She ran a little clothing boutique. Now, this didn't happen to me. It happened to a driver on a route prior to me. Everything she received would be CODs. So if you look weak and you look like you didn't pay attention, she would get you. She said, hey, you can leave it there. I got to go get the money order. I got to get the check. And, you know, come back later and get it. So this one driver, he left the packages, you know, new guy running, trying to hurry up and get the deliveries done. He went back later in the day for the, you know, to get the payment. She said, hey, I don't want it. He picks the package up and takes it away. He never checked the package, so she slit the seam on the bottom, took everything out, replaced it with some garbage, and, you know, he was held responsible for it. You know,
Oh my God.
Like the craziest things happen.
I actually have a similar story to that. We had a driver who used to have a customer that always ordered CODs. So he took the box and left it with the customer. Hey, I'm going to leave this box with you. I'll come back later to pick up the COD. So 10 a.m. in the morning, drops the box off, comes back again at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. The guy had completely moved everything out of his unit and left. And he ghosted him, and he took the box with him. So the company told the driver, well, you're going to have to pay for the COD because you gave him the package, but we don't have a check. He goes, okie dokie. And he actually paid it.
You're reminding me of all kinds of things, but I have just a cautionary tale for drivers. When I was probably just 2 or 3 years in, I had an adult signature package, and I went to the house, and the kid answered the door, and I said, "Oh, I got a package for John." "Oh, that's my brother. Let me go get him." So this kid comes down, and I said, "Yeah, I just need to see an ID." So he's, "Oh, I'll be right back." Comes back, gives me a high school ID, and I said, "Man, you know, I can't give you that. You got to be 21." He's like, "Oh, really?" I said, "Yeah. Well, what is it?" He said, "Oh, it's a gun." And I was like, "Yeah, well, you're not getting your gun, kid. You know, I'm not going to be that guy on the news tomorrow. So nice to meet you. See you later."
Shout outs. Norm, who are you going to shout out tonight?
All right, first I want to shout out to the Boeing striking workers. Hang in there, keep fighting. You guys deserve a much better contract. If they came to you once, they can do much better. And the second one is going to my guy in Southwest Center, Sean McQuelkin. He hooks me up with all my custom UPS and Teamster gear.
So, hey guys, I'm probably going to be out for a couple weeks. So this will be, I guess, a paused episode for, I'll be back in like 3 weeks. So if you don't see any uploads, that's why. But for anybody going out to TDU, Greg and I will be there. Come up and say hi. I'd love to see you, talk to you. And if you have not done so already, follow 623 Lives Matter on Facebook, Instagram, all social medias, and the let's go with the 2023 Contract Enforcement Group. Did I get it right, Greg? No, I didn't get it right.
You got it.
Oh, I got it. All right.
Yeah, got it.
It only took me a few years.
That's 2023.
Yeah. It says 2023. All right. That's all I got, everybody. Oh, by the way, if you have not done so, if you have a story, a scam story, leave it in the comments down below. I'd love to see it. That's all I got, everybody. Love you, and I'll see you next time.